Beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, colors, and forms. My life is about bringing out that beauty in everything and helping others do the same. Hello everyone, my name is Jewel. I am the owner, designer, and creator behind Shabby Boutique. If you want to see how I make my creations, the products I use, and how you can create your own home decor from new, thrifted, or found items, then keep watching. Hello everyone. Yesterday was the IOD 2026 summer collection release, and I did get all the products out, but I'm a little behind on my video. My husband does my final editing, and he wound up having to go out of town because he is on call with his work, and so we are getting it done today. Anyway, so I did my normal flip through of everything so that you can see everything in detail. And then at the end, I did a project using one of the transfers. So I hope that you enjoy everything, and let me know in the comments, what are you most excited about? What are you going to purchase? And what are you going to make? I would love to hear from you. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the flip through. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started on the 2026 IOD summer release. All right, as usual, I'm going to start with the molds. And this is the first one, called Swans. You have a couple of crowns. And you have two swans that are identical, so you can do them back to back for more of a 3D effect. These are so pretty, and look, I don't know if you can see, I changed my lighting up, so I don't know how the glare is going to be, but I don't know if you can see all the detail in the feathers. So pretty. And that one is called Swans. The next one is called Cadre, and it is a bunch of little elements with some florals. This one and this one would be great on the oval or the arched gallery wood blank for like the excuse me, the top, like the arches and stuff. And you have some little like shells and all kinds of little tidbits. This is going to be a really popular one. And again, I don't know if you can see all the details. And as usual, they put the numbers on there so you know how much resin to make. And then of course, as usual, it says it on the side so that you can, you know, put them in a cart or something, you know, drawer or whatever like this, and you can read it. So pretty. And everybody loves frames. So this is frames 3. A little more ornate, lots more detail, just absolutely Baroque and gorgeous. And then the fourth mold is called Bookish. And these are books, or ends of books. But they even have texture on them. Like this one looks like it was a leather, from a leather book. But these are great for all the people that love to do the upcycled books. Or you can even take like a 2x4 and put these on the ends and make it look like a book. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Then we are going to start with the stamps. And we have more of these 6x6s. This one is called the Connoisseur's Library. And if I can get it out of here, this one has all kinds of little stamps. And again, I added more lights because I thought it was too dark, and now I have lights directly above me. And so there might be a little bit of a glare, so I apologize. But they're just like the little stamps that you would find in books on the spines of books and inside the books. And you know how sometimes on the inside pages before the actual print starts, they'll have like little floral motifs or whatever, or on the bindings. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And again, such details. Just beautiful. You can use these for junk journaling. You can use these in clay. You can use these in do like a little round piece of clay and do like the, like when you would stamp into the wax, kind of like a faux one. And again, that is the Connoisseur's Library. Okay, then another 6x6. And this one is called Dessins de Broderie. And this is mimicking antique embroidery. Very, very detailed and dainty little florals. Now, if you notice on this one, apparently they forgot to put an X. So there is a workaround where you basically use the Y and cover it with the half of it with a piece of paper, and then ink it, pull the paper away, stamp the top side, and then do the same thing, rotate it upside down and stamp it again, line it up and stamp it again to create an X. So I just want to be very upfront about that. They realized it after everybody started getting their orders in, all the stockists. So you're just getting more alphabets. Great for doing monograms. You can even use these to stamp on fabric and then embroider over top of it. Kind of use it as a guide. Even if you just did the stamping and then only did like the little decorative part in embroidery. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous as usual. And again, this one is called Dessins de Broderie. And if I will have the tutorial per se for doing the X, I will have that on my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. And in the listing, I will put a link to those as well. And then that way you'll have that for how to make the X if you need it. All right, now for the 12 by 12 stamps. This one is called Orleans. And this is from an antique map of New Orleans. so much detail. But is an amazing background stamp, especially for, you know, doing like Father's Day's gifts or anything like that. Tons and tons of detail on there. You can do lampshades, you can do book pages, all kinds of stuff with that. You can stamp it on fabric, stamp it on fabric and make a pillow. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Then the second 12 by 12 stamp comes with the masks as usual. And don't forget that the masks are printed on so you know which way they go. 2 sheets. This is a double sheet set, a 2-page set. So I'm going to take and do one at a time here. Again, look at the detail on those florals. Just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, and I forgot to say what the name of it was. It's called Nature's Etchings, and these are from Antique Drawings. Botany Drawings. Illustrations. Let me swap them out so you can see the details on this one. It helps to have the white background, so. And on this one, you got like a butterfly. And just again, look at the details on those. Just beautiful. Love, love, love these. And you can mix these with any of the floral transfers. So you can have a combination of like the black and white prints and the color prints. Again, those are great for stamping onto book pages or backgrounds. Okay, and then on to our transfers. We'll start with the 8 by 12s. This one is called Fern Fables. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And gorgeous, gorgeous hand-painted details. Just so fun, whimsical, colorful. There's bugs and birds and florals. You can definitely use these for doing some boho, like colorful boho stuff. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. More bugs, more nature. So cute. I love all the bright, fun colors in it. I love these birds. They're so pretty. And they kind of have that Mexican pottery feel to them. And I apologize for the glare. Whoops. Some more birds, more butterflies, more bugs. This one would be so cute, like on an old cabinet door. I love that bird too. Maybe it's Italian pottery I'm thinking of, now that I think about it. But yes, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that is Fern and Fables, or sorry, Fern Fables. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then this one is called Primrose Isle. And these are flowers from the British Isles. Trying to like keep it at an angle so you guys don't get the glare from my lights. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It was just based on old antique watercolors of different bugs and florals. So, so pretty. These would be great on the wood blanks, like the arch one or the Ols. If you use the Orleans stamp, the map stamp in the background, and then put these on it, on those wood blanks, that would be so pretty. I just love the colors in these. They're bright, but yet soft at the same time, since they're more of a watercolor. Love the little grasshopper down there, so cute. And then of course, strawberries are in, so I love the little strawberry borders. So, so pretty. All right. And that was all 8 pages of that one. And this one is called Primrose Isle. Then the next 8x12 is called the Belgravia. And this one is all antique china patterns in like teacups and saucers with some florals. Very, very Bridgerton for sure. I noticed a lot of things in home decor is kind of going in the way of Bridgerton. As a matter of fact, the books and all that stuff kind of reminds me, and the embroidery stamps and all that, all has that kind of Bridgerton feel. I always loved antique china, so these are right up my alley. Love, love, love them. So cute for Mother's Day gifts. On these smaller round ones, you can use those for making coasters. You can take a wooden box and put some of it on top and turn it into a tea box. And then these would definitely make some really, really cute coasters for sure. I personally drink tea every day. I love tea. And that is the last page of that. And that is called the Belgravia. Okay, and now for the gilded one, it is 8 sheets, 8 by 12. And this one is called Athenaeum. And this is again a gold and a silver. And I love, love, love this peacock. I know it's probably hard to see, but I absolutely love it. Now, Athenaeum stands for basically a library. So this is all kind of like book themed. So you can use like these little pieces to, when you use the bookish mold, you can put those on there. Again, I apologize for the glare. So much detail in this one though. Look at in that area right there. So pretty. And I like how they have some bigger ones as well as some smaller ones. It gives you many options. And this one is very pretty too, with lots of details. So, so, so pretty. We kind of mixed in the gold and the silver this time, instead of having like all the silver in the front and the gold in the back. These are obviously great on books. Great to mix with the colorful transfers or with your stamps. You can even put these on mirrors. Or on like on the glass on a picture frame with like something behind the glass, like something floral or a piece of fabric. All right, and that one is Athenaeum, which again means library basically. Now for the larger 8 by or 12 by 16 transfers. These are again some antique images from artists like Katarina Klein. Oh, and I forgot to tell you what the name of that was. Flowers by the Poets. I apologize for that. I'm getting ahead of myself. So you have little poems as well as the images. And then you have some larger images for doing bigger pieces of furniture. Lots of birds and florals. All sorts of different flowers in various colors. So it makes it very versatile. This bird is adorable. And then, like I said, you have a bunch of poems. But this is something you can use all year long too, because like you have some pinks, so you know, more of a spring feel. But then like on this one, you have some yellows and some greens and some tans and beiges for more of a fall feel. And then like these would look really pretty in the oval wood blanks. Put them on the side and then put a, you know, like if this was your oval, I would put the flower part on the side and then put the one of the poems in there. But again, you know, you've got some sunflowers for the fall. You got the irises for spring. Tons of birds. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And again, that one is Flowers by the Poets. Then our another 12 by 16 with 8 sheets is called March des Fleurs. Now this one is a lot of single pieces that you can see here. And when I start showing, getting to the back part, I will kind of give you an idea what these are for, or kind of the idea behind these. It's kind of like a build your own bouquet for doing like a large bouquet on like furniture. Or you can use them all individually, however you prefer. Again, such lovely, lovely colors. And again, taken from vintage and antique prints. And you have more butterflies, and you have berries and tulips. And so basically the idea is you take some of these larger bouquets and you use all the smaller pieces to make it as big as you need to for like the front of like a bigger piece of furniture. So you just kind of keep adding on with the smaller pieces, and then you can have, you know, use your bouquet like this, or you can add a bunch to it. Same thing with this one. You have all those various different pieces that you can add to it and make it bigger. Same thing with this one. Again, it's so hard to show with the glare, and I apologize. So pretty. But I will show you the picture on the back. So you would take one of the bouquets, like on here, and you just keep adding smaller pieces to it. And then you can make your bouquet much bigger. So you have all these little floral pieces that you can add on, and you can have them drape or, you know, however you want it. So that was kind of the idea behind these. And again, that was Marche des Fleurs. Now we are going to get into the paint inlays. And we have something special for those that are a little intimidated by doing the bigger paint inlays. They came out with an 8x12 sheet. This is called Little Lark. And this is for somebody who, again, is a little intimidated with the bigger ones and they want to try something smaller. That's what these are for. Oops, I guess I skipped one. It was stuck to the... Let's try that again, shall we? Okay. All right, there we go. So here you're gonna find your soft black, various different birds' nests and birds and edges. And it looks like that one got a little wrinkled. But this one is gonna look like this. Again, my husband will turn them the right way in editing. But you have a soft green. And again, it's all about birds. Man, I really did wrinkle my pages, didn't I? I was looking through it a while ago, and I guess when I put it together, I wrinkled it up. All right, turn this one this way. And this one has a little poem. And again, some more florals and birds. Very, very sweet. This one is like a navy blue. So besides different themes, I keep grabbing the other ones. Besides having smaller images to work with for, like I said, people that are intimidated or just doing smaller pieces, you also have various colors in here, which gives you, again, more options. Actually, I think it goes, yeah, it goes this way. Sorry. So pretty. And again, this one is the navy blue. And then again, you'll have a soft black. But this is great for doing smalls. You even have some little handwriting, some typography. And it is 8 sheets, so you get a lot to work with. And again, you have some more poems. So those again would be really sweet for Mother's Day. Then you have another soft green. This green reminds me of the china that has like the toile on it in the green color. I don't know what you call it. I know that there's like the blue willow, and I know there's different colors, but I don't remember what you call the green version of it. Very, very pretty. Very, very dainty and detailed. I mean, look at that. So much detail in there. So pretty. Oops. And that is it for that one. So you get 3 green, 3 black, and 2 blue. And that is called Little Lark. Very, very cute. Again, definitely great for doing smalls. Now for the large inlay, this one is Alfred Peets & Company, and this is based on antique wallpaper, which I absolutely love. I have a bunch of antique wallpaper that I kind of hoard. And these are all in blues and greens and creams and tans, beiges. I don't know what color you really call it. So pretty. So you have a little bit of borders that you can use, centerpieces, some little swags. And I love the colors of these. And this is for the people that, because usually their florals and wallpapers and stuff like that are usually have pinks in them. Well, this is for the people that aren't necessarily into the pinks. So pretty. And again, look at look at that detail. So pretty. Little ditzy roses. Again, and the blues and greens. So pretty. To think back in the day that a lot of wallpaper was hand painted. Okay, I apologize. I forgot to turn my camera on, so my camera overheated and stopped recording, so I had to cool it down before I could finish. What I was saying is that this one here is my favorite, I think, out of all the sheets. And this one is just green and yellow without all the blues. And again, don't know if you can see all the little bitty teeny tiny dots in the background. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then this is the last sheet. And again, just so you can see, there's like little dot pattern in the background, like right here between. Very, very pretty. All right, so that was all of the summer 2026 release. I hope you enjoyed the little walkthrough that I did with you. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. Sadly to say, probably gonna get emotional. And I probably already mentioned this in the beginning of the video. But sadly to say, my Painted Tree booths are no longer, since Painted Tree went out of business. If you were one of my Painted Tree customers, please feel free to shop with me online, or you know, feel free to contact me if you like. It was very sudden, and it's been a very emotional time trying to find somewhere else to move to. I will be moving to a booth space out in Sullivan, Missouri, called the Glamorous Goat. So I will be once I get set up, trying to get that done, as well as get everything done for the release. So I've been extremely busy. But once I get set up out there, within this coming week or the next week, I will have all the IOD, all the Sweet Pickins milk paint, and all of the DIY paint and everything out there, just like I did in my booth spaces. And you can always shop with me online on my website. Again, all links and everything are down in the description. But yeah, I will be doing a project after this, and you know, let me know what your favorite is, what you're looking forward to receiving in the mail. I guess I will bid you adieu until the project after this. Sorry. My brain has been really scattered since this all happened. I mean, more scattered than usual. It's been a very difficult, like, we had no idea. We literally found out through an email that they were ceasing operations. So it's been an ordeal. Anyway, on more of a positive note, if you made it this far, go ahead and leave me, what should we have you leave? Leave me a blue heart in the comments section. Just to let me know that you're here and you made it this far. Anyway, I'm going to do several projects, and so there will be several videos coming out. Since I don't have the 2 booth spaces up there, which were, you know, about an hour away for me to go to. And then of course, you know, they were like 20 minutes, 15 minutes apart as well. So when I went and worked on my booths and everything, it was an ordeal, you know. and just having the one booth space will give me a little more time to make videos and get those out to you guys. So anyway, again, sorry. I'm a chatterbox. I know. But anyway, so stick around for the project and come back and see the other videos and other projects that I make with the new release. And I will see you guys in a bit. Bye. All right. Excuse all the glare from my lights up above. For the first project that I'm going to be doing with the new 2026 summer release is I have this platter that I thrifted, I don't even know how long ago. And I've always wanted to do something with it because it actually has a hanger on the back. So yeah, I could take that off and sell it as a platter, but I thought it already has the hanger on it. Let's turn it into some wall art. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it. This is 99% alcohol. I always clean my glass and stuff with it. Just put it in a little spray bottle. All right. Double check, make sure it's all good. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I want to paint this inside. So I'm going to take some Salvation solution. If you have Extra Bond, you can use Extra Bond. But if I can get this open, hold on a sec. All right. There we go. Okay. So we have the Extra Bond, and I'm going to be painting, like I said, the inside of this. So DIY paint, which is what I'm going to be using, should stick to this no problem. But I am always a better safe than sorry person. So I always like to cover my bases just in case. So I'm going to coat the inside of this with some Salvation solution. I thought this would be a great project for Mother's Day. All right. I'm going to use my handy dandy heat gun and I'm going to dry it real quick. Sorry, I had my paintbrush. So when you use Salvation solution, make sure you clean off. Well, I always take it out of the can and put it in a little jar because you don't want to contaminate the whole can. So I just dump a little bit in here. But as you saw, it stuck really well to the glass. I had a really hard time getting it off. So always make sure that you kind of wipe your edge first before you put your lid on. Okay, this is dry, so I'm going to clean up my paintbrush and I will be right back to paint. Okay, we're back, and remember how I told you in one of my other videos, I think it was the last one I posted, which I had way more videos planned, but again, because of the closing of Painted Tree, well, right after the spring release, I went on vacation. I came back, I had a ton of orders to do, and then I got those done, and I'm like, okay, we can get some more videos done. And then literally the same day that I got all my custom orders, painted furniture, everything painted, was the day that I got the email from Painted Tree saying that they were ceasing operations and I had to get my stuff out. So that turned into something else. Story of my life. Anyway, so in the last video I did, I told you to, I have a little spray bottle of water And anytime you're going to start painting, especially with a thicker paint like the DIY paint, we're going to be using Petticoat Pink today. But anyway, especially when you're using a thicker paint, if you spritz your brush with water just to dampen it a little bit, you will get way less paint drag. Meaning when you first start painting, how it doesn't really want to go on. I don't know how to explain it, but wetting your brush helps with that to get a smoother coat from the beginning. Anyway, so we're gonna paint the inside of this with DIY's Petticoat Pink. To see how like that is dragging. I could have put a little bit more water in my brush. Okay, first coat's done. I'm gonna use my heat gun and dry it real quick. Okay, time for a second coat. Okay, and I'm not worrying too much about my edges because with the DIY paint, before you seal it, it can be water reactivated, so I can come in with a wet cloth and clean that edge up. Okay, let's dry our second coat. Now for the touch-ups, for little spots that I feel like right here, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, there's a few little spots I can kind of see the green through. I don't need a full thick coat, so I'm just going to water. This stuff is so pigmented. I'm just going to water it down a little bit, and then I can go over those spots. Okay, dry that and we will be done with the paint. Okay, all done with the paint for now. Okay, so to clean up my edges a little bit, I'm gonna take a baby wipe. For me, it's easier to cut them into littler pieces. Anyway, and then you can just go right along your edge. And clean it up. For me, it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm gonna rub a little gold wax around that edge anyway. To add a little glitz. This is definitely one of the things that I love about the DIY paint. Is it's so easy to clean up if you make a mistake. Okay, Again, the edge doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to run a little bit of gold wax around that edge anyway. So, all right, I did mark my top so that I don't forget where the top is. Now, at this point, the DIY paint is really thick and it does have a tendency to leave brush strokes. So if you don't like those brush strokes, you can take a fine grit sandpaper and go over it to kind of smooth it out a little bit. I personally don't mind. In the end, that's how you know it's handmade. So our next step is, because we're going to be using transfers, I'm going to go ahead and clear coat my petticoat pink. I am going to be using the Sweet Pickins Top Coat in Gloss. Sweet Pickins Top Coats are food safe. And I do like the gloss because I kind of want to match the glossiness of the ceramic. And I just realized I need to clean out my little paint cup here. Okay, we're back. Clean up my little cup, and I'm going to add some of the gloss top coat to it. Again, you don't want to contaminate what's in the bottle, and a little bit goes a long way, so I only do a little bit at a time. If I need more, I can always pour more. And with this, it doesn't really matter if you get it up on the green, because in the end, we're going to be clear coating the whole thing, because I'm going to be putting transfers around the edge as well. All right, and I'm going to dry that as well. Okay, now that all the paint is done and my clear coat is dry, I'm going to go ahead and clean the outer rim again, because I've been touching it and everything, just to make sure we get everything off. Okay. Now I'm going to get out my transfer book, and I'm going to be using the Belgravia as well as the Flowers by the Poets. I am going to be taking, and grab my little scissors. I'm going to be taking this poem and this flower, and on this one, I know that I'm not cutting the back or cutting into the transfer, because it's the one in the very last page. Nice little snip. All right, I'll take that, and I'm going to take this poem. I don't know if I want this or not. I might put it on there. I don't know. Okay. Now my idea was to put that about there, and then maybe put this underneath it like that. And then from the Belgravia book, again, on the last page of it, I'm going to take this teapot. And then I'm also going to take some of these little florals, and I'm going to be putting those around the rim. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some of these out. And then I also want to take one of these teaspoons, because I might add that as well. And I apologize if I am off camera doing this. I just want to have some pieces to add. And I might use this one as well. All right, so cut a little bit off of this. I'm going to put that there. And then maybe move this more up here. Maybe add a teaspoon to the top and the bottom. Maybe those on the sides. So this one's a little different, so I'm going to, there's another one here. So there we go. Thinking something maybe like that. All right. Set these all aside. Start with these. Get out my transfer stick that comes with all of the transfers. Pull this down a little closer. I will say that on glossier surfaces, these stick very well. Like doing them on glass or mirrors, they stick down and you really don't have to do a whole lot. Again, I always hold one piece of it just in case I need to lay it back down. Right there, apparently. And there we go. Varnish that all down. Maybe I'll just go ahead and put that in the middle. I I just realized that the little piece of the tail did not come off. So I'm just gonna lay it down and pop it back on, and you can't even tell. All right, but what I was gonna say before I realized that is I always have such a hard time like lifting the corners of these. So if you use a little piece of the backing or whatever, that helps you lift it. There we go. Lettering can be a little tricky because each one is its own little tiny transfer. But even for the most part, especially on a glossy surface, they do come off pretty easy. Okay, apparently right there where it says rose, the paint didn't really adhere very well. But that's fine. By the time we clear coat over it, it will be fine. Okay. I'm going to put that right there, I think. Okay. All right, and that's all burnished in. All right. So I'm going to clean this one more time, since again, I was putting my arms and stuff on it. Just with a little spritz of alcohol. I will clean it as I go. All right. This little spoon right in the middle. All right. And we will take the other spoon and put it down here. Like I said, I'll be cleaning as I go. Just want to make sure that there's no dirt, dust, oils, or anything underneath. And then I'll put these on the sides. Okay, there's that one. Kind of right there in the middle. Okay, now that we have all of the transfers on there, I'm going to once again go over the entire thing with my Sweet Pickins gloss top coat. Okay, now I have found sometimes Doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes when I'm putting a top coat over top of the transfers, it's not doing it here, but you will find that it will kind of bead up a little bit and not be a smooth surface. And usually you don't see it until after it dries. If that happens, then go ahead and do another coat of your clear coat and then just kind of heat gun it or blow dry it. And as it's drying, then brush over top of it and then dry it some more, and then until you get that nice smooth finish, or not smooth, but until it's not like kind of bubbling up or breaking apart over top of your transfer. This one looks good. I think this one will be fine. Yeah, it's not breaking up anywhere, but I have had it happen a couple of times. As a matter of fact, sometimes on some surfaces, even the Salvation Solution or the Sweet Pickins Extra Bond will do that. It just kind of like, it will just kind of like bead up over the surface rather than being, you know, like a flat finish. Sorry. Anyway, and so a lot of times I will have to just kind of like hit it with the heat gun, kind of go back over it while your brush is still wet, and smooth it back out again, hit it with the heat gun, usually once or twice, and it's good. But that's just a little tip if you ever have that situation. It's just, it'll adhere to the surface, but because whatever it is that you're working on is kind of resisting it, then it has a tendency to kind of beat up a little bit. But again, if you just kind of go over it, hit it with the heat gun a little bit, and if it still continues to bubble, then just do that a couple times and you'll be fine. So I'm going to hit this with the heat gun just so I can dry it so I can move on to the next step. Okay, now that that's all dry, and I don't know if you can really see, do you see how glossy that top coat is? Especially when you're putting it over an already glossy surface. If you guys are doing like teapots and things like that and putting transfers on, and you want a top coat that is nice and shiny that will match the glossiness of the ceramic teapot or china teapot, whatever you're putting it on, the Sweet Pickins gloss top coat, perfection. So as you know, none of my projects are done until there's at least a little bit of gold. Anyway, so I'm going to use my Decor Wax in Eternal from Redesign with Prima, and I'm going to do around this edge and around this edge just to add a little something to it. As usual, I'm going to use one of my scraps from my transfer to put a little gold on. This stuff will last you forever. A little bit goes a long way. This is much easier to get off your finger compared to Rub and Buff. Now it does take a little bit longer to dry, but all right, a little bit of gold in there and then some gold around the edges. All right, and that is all done. Well, as usual, let me know what you think of the project down in the comment section. Leave me a pink rose if you made it this far, or red rose, or whatever kind of rose. Leave me a rose. If you made it to the end of the IOD release, then put a blue heart. And then if you made it to the end of this, put a rose. Pink rose, red rose, whatever color rose. Doesn't matter. Anyway, again, let me know what you think. Don't forget, you can get all the products that I use today in my Etsy store, my website, eventually, soon, at the Glamorous Goat in Sullivan, Missouri. Again, since the Painted Tree went out of business, and I apologize to my St. Louis customers. It's heartbreaking for me, but it is what it is, and I know that everything happens for a reason. So I got my chin up. As devastating as it is, I have my chin up, and I just realized that, sorry, I'm going to get emotional. It's time for me to take a different path. Maybe this means I will have more time to focus on bringing you videos and tutorials. So, yeah. Anyway, I apologize. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what your favorite thing is from the IOD 2026 summer release. And if you stop by my Facebook or Instagram or my website, just say hi. I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the new release, and I will have some more videos using it over the next couple weeks. So, and that is my goal, is to do more videos and more tutorials for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. You have no idea. Sorry, I'm getting emotional again. You have no idea how much you all mean to me. The friendships that I have made, they mean more than anything to me. So thank you guys very much. So without further ado, I will wish you guys a good day. Bye. Let me know what you think of this project, and if you have any questions or something in particular you would like to see me make, or a product in particular you would like to see me use, feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you ever so much for watching, and until we meet again, have a most serendipitous day. Hugs to all. Love, Jewel.